I would like to go over the concepts for Assignment 1 and the overall process. The objectives of this assignment are to learn how to retrieve values from the form elements and to display them on the page. You will not need to be concerned with the checkboxes nor the drop-down list. We will look at how we work with these form elements later. These three checkboxes and the group of radios are required fields. So you know the user has to enter something or they cannot submit the form. This checkbox is optional. The comments are optional. Therefore, we will only display a value back if this checkbox is checked and if there is some data in the comments box. Alright, so if I start, you will say the person's name in this thank you up top. And you will also have, you have entered the following information. I want to see some identification of the field and the value. Some identification of the field and a value. Some identification of the field and a value. However you'd like to lay that out is totally up to you. Here again, these are required fields, so you're pretty safe on retrieving the values and displaying them in the document. You can write the code in the body. You can write the code inside the HTML elements. You might want to have some processing in the head section also. Now, these are optional. So as you can see, nothing was displayed back. Now when I click the Submit button, I have this statement, you will now receive our updates. So if they check that standalone checkbox, you want to say something about it. And here's your comments are, please hurry. So these two are optional. So if you wanted to create essentially a placeholder to output a message, you would need to initialize that message to nothing, or you would get an error message when the page loads. If I were to clear this out and I were to try to submit it, I have HTML5 required fields here so that they have to submit it. As I said, you know for a fact that some data will be coming over. You also want to make sure that this form, you also want to make sure that this PHP file is executed from the form. So I should not be able to just type in the PHP file. I should have some kind of an error here. So read the handout to go over the grading requirements, please.